Kervorkian first appeared in the news in June of 1990. That's when Kervorkian assisted Janice Atkins in taking her own life. Since then, he has helped 16 people die. Thursday, a judge declared a newly passed Michigan law aimed at stopping Kervorkian unconstitutional, an outcome predicted by Kervorkian's lawyer.
Of course, we know that what's going on here has nothing to do with law. What we're doing here has something to do with politics and the right of religion to intrude upon the private decision-making processes of the people of the state of Michigan.
Many people on both sides of the issue agree with Feiger that this is not a legal issue, but a moral one. Supporters of doctor-assisted suicide say it gives the terminally ill person the right to die with dignity.
One has a right to be supported in this sort of decision, not forced to do it again in a dark alley.
Opponents disagree, saying assisted suicide is murder and that only God has the right to end a person's life.
Depression is much a part of illness as the pain that comes from it.
Caught in the middle of the debate are doctors, sworn to do everything in their power to save lives, yet often forced to watch a terminally ill patient die a slow and painful death. Feiger says it was that dilemma that led Kervorkian to invent his suicide machines.
Cares about suffering people. He believes that suffering people have a right to decide their own destinies.
A growing number of doctors agree with Kervorkian that there are times when the most compassionate thing to do is kill.
If everything else had been done as well as we could, including absolutely adequate medicines for pain relief, and if still the situation were intolerable, I would help.
Many health professionals say people aren't making the decision to commit suicide lightly. Often it's been thought out well in advance, much like a living will.
I find in the mental health field that people have thought about this issue long before they become ill.
Carefully thought out or not, it's a decision to end life. And that creates an issue that, like abortion, polarizes people and forces the government and the courts to legislate morality.
No, that's irrelevant. No. Run for governor. My main aim to run for governor is to combat this corruption that I've come directly and face to face with, and become a victim of.
Some authorities in Lansing stole my license and I couldn't get the drugs.
Mr. Murphy is an intelligent man, correct?
You are lying to the jury.
You heard it, Doctor.
I want to emphasize it because they want to dodge it.
You said it enough. Jury the passage.
As noted, this court,
Supreme Court,
1994 Michigan, has modified the common law arbitrarily when it perceives a need to...
Now instruct him to read it right or put him in contempt for continuing to violate the rules.
Society. They are a cowardly, philosophically dead, but... society. They are a cowardly, philosophically dead bunch of political hacks. They're not doctors. If they were doctors, they'd show more...
Well, I don't look too bad now, do I? It's a close race.
The word is change in progress. Unfortunately, not all change in progress. In this case, it is no. One must look at the different types of lateral sclerosis, diabetes, many other diseases.
Doctors occasionally do it and be prosecuted, and that intimidates other doctors. By that appeals court, which you know acted irrationally.
We didn't study science in medical like a complementary science in
Sure. You think a guy runs the thing alone? He's got a lot of good advisors. You get good advisors around you, honest people, you'll have a good, honest administration. One man, one woman can't run it alone.
Are you dissatisfied with the services of your attorneys?
Yes.
And do you have any reason for this dissatisfaction?
There's no dissatisfaction. This is what I planned all along.
You planned all along to represent yourself?
Myself, yes.
And so you have no independent dissatisfaction with your attorneys?
None.
Sir, I'm required by the state of Michigan and the case law to make a determination as to whether or not you fully understand and recognize the dangers and the risks of representing yourself, sir. So we're going to have a little colloquy. Is that all right?
Sure, yes.
Do you understand, sir, that you are charged with first-degree murder?
Yes.
Do you understand that you could spend the rest of your life in prison?
There's not much of it left, Your Honor.
Do you understand that the rest of your life without parole?
Yes.
Do you understand that that's not a pleasant place to be?
I've been there. Yes, I know.
Have you been on the inside, sir?
Not in a prison, but in jail.
Have you ever seen the inside of Jackson Prison?
I've seen movies that depict it fairly accurately.
Accurately? It's like Shawshank Redemption. Did you ever see that?
Yes.
It's exactly
twice.
what it looks like.
Yes, twice. Yes.
Do you understand that that's the risk that you're talking about the rest of your life?
Yes.
This case be heard, you being released from California.
Well, fellows, I'm sorry I can't make any comments right now.
Come on. All right, come on up. She's coming.
Dr. Jack Kervorkian admits he's helped more than 130 people take their own lives, but of the 4 times he's been charged with assisted suicide, he's yet to be. The man nicknamed Dr. Death is accused of killing 52-year-old Thomas Yauk, who suffered from Lou Gehrig's disease. His death was taped and aired on CBS's 60 Minutes. Both sides agree that video is the key to the trial. Prosecutors say it shows Kervorkian committing murder under Michigan law. Kervorkian hopes jurors will see that he was trying to end Yauk's pain. For the first time, Kervorkian is defending himself.
Is there a specific reason that you wish to represent yourself?
Yes.
What is that, sir?
There are certain points I can bring out better than any attorney.
Well, you have to have a conviction to verify that we're in the dark ages, and we need a felony conviction now. That's what we got to have, is a felony conviction. This is a misdemeanor. This is nothing. This is nothing. So we're going to get a felony conviction too. Don't worry.
But if the police say you push them around and there's a law,
wait a minute.
Do that.
The police know there was no law. They know that there was no law. There was no law. And they wouldn't have stopped anybody else, bringing anybody else to that emergency room except they saw me. And they have orders to stop me. You know, when Rosa Parks sat in the front of the bus, the law said she can't do it, right? But she did it anyway. She broke the law. Today she's a heroine. Why? Because she stood up at that time for her right, despite all the opposition. Well, I'm in the situation now where she was back then, and Martin Luther King. That doesn't mean I'm a big personality like them, but I'm in that situation. This is a inborn right not to suffer. Now, England's got that law in the books. You think I'm going to obey that law? You're crazy.